Evet. Bakalım bir yayın açılsın. Tamam. Bu yayının tekrarını komple YouTube'a da atacağım. En baştan. New game. Yes. Normal. Biz gelmişiz falan fistan işte. Bunu geçtim. Enter.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
Skill geliştiriyoruz burada. U harfine basınca.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Oh.
You heard Pat. Need to stay here and keep an eye on the road. That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
Silah mı?
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Az. Kapalı o şu an. Kaçırdık.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I
Bilemiyor
heard the
muyuz?
shots and I knew I had to move fast.
Ne yapalım
Garrett and his
aynı.
army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Kaç lan? Push göstermiyor. Ama bu kolsuzlukla var ya biz bu oyunu zor bitiririz. Çıkılmıyor mu oğlum şunun üstüne?
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Fall Guys geçen oynadım. Oynarım da. Ama önce bu tarz oyunları bir oynayıp YouTube'a atmayı düşünüyorum ya. Nereden sıkıyorsun lan sen? Herkese. Onun grafikler en üstte, yine de bulanık gibi görünüyor bana. Oyunun kendi böyle galiba. Gözümü rahatsız ediyor ama.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Allah. Anlamadım bir an orada ne yapacağımı. Her şeyi full yaptıysam normal. Dur bakarız. Ayar değişince abi oyundan çıkarıyor. O yüzden siktir et. Az siktir. Yavaş sıkacağız bu oyunda demek. Nerede lan o? Göremiyorum lan. Ya.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there. Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Yakında vantilatör alacağım. O zaman kameralı yayınlar olur. Niye vuramıyorum ben bu adamı?
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window.
Olmuyor.
Back door! We'll cover you! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Aleykümselam. Her bok aldım bir ram alma. Alacağım, ram da alacağım.
But that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Ram da alacağım da bakalım. Çok sıcak ya. Yanlışlıkla Q'ya bastım. İşte kaçıyormuş o
It was a
sıra.
bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Day, and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bozeman.
Dediğimi yapıyorum. Dediğin ne lan?
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Bugün yayın var gene yazacağım. Gelen olmaz.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Bak şerefse bak.
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted
Adam
Billy.
öldü.
Get to the other side.
Adam öldü amına koyayım. Ne koydum, bir de yer değiştiriyor.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part
Bir
of it.
salmadın.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
Ne yapıyor oğlum? Minigun mı getirdiler amına koyayım? Bu ne?
I said that it was time to cut and run. He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then. Many would have fled in my place.
Gelmeyin gelmeyin.
But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Bu ne lan?
Josh.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr.
Tabanca
Deranged,
nerede
please
ya?
continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Oğlum 3 kişiyiz işte.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Maksimum bu.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met
Burada
Sheriff
biriyle
Garrett.
kapışıyorduk.
I read that you went toe to toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked on tin star.
Bura beni uğraştırıyordu galiba ya.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Okay.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
İyi aldık lan.
Is that what that penny dreadful said? No.
İlk
boy,
oynadığımda
that ain't
10
what
kere
I
mi ne
meant when I
denemiştim
said
buraya
I
geçmek
met
için.
Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. And stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
De böyle mi uğraşacağız oğlum?
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Bu nerede lan?
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence.
Ben de kız olsam ben de
It was right
izlenirdim.
around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Onu bilmiyorum. Ama bayağı Türk de vardır. İzleyen Türk de var bayağı.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Arkamdaymış pezevenk.
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for him. Can't let the kid get away.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat.
Ne oluyor
I
lan?
followed the planks where I could, but
Aşağı atlayınca öldüm. Assassin's Creed sandım ya.
some of that wood was slippery as hell.
Hayvan gibi
Whole
tarıyorlar
town
ya.
was up in arms. And suddenly,
Değil mi?
I was a fugitive.
Oğlum oradan nasıl ölüyorum ben? Ölmemem lazım. Ben ölmem. Ne yapacağız buradan? Yolda yok ki amına. Geldik buraya. Yani 4 kişi oğlum ya. Gelen de Discord duyurudan görmemiştir. Nereden sıkıyor lan bu? Gördüm. Buradan oraya yetişmiyor. Çıksana lan şunun üstüne. Yetişmiyor. Oğlum buraya atlayınca ölüyoruz. Ha tamam buradanmış.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I
Damn.
knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
See, me and the kid shared a
Allah.
certain similarity in build and color. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Geri tüy. Tüy.
So much
Ama arkamdan
lead
kim
by my
sıkıyor?
head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back. Don't let him get away. Now you're really pissing me off. You can run. Can't hide forever. Leave him to me. I don't get paid enough for this.
Bir şarjör boşa götüren ben.
I'm putting you down.
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Nereden gideceğiz lan? Buradan gidilmeyecek. Buradan gidilmiyor. Tamam. Şunun çatısındaydık. Ben geldiğim yere geri mi döndüm? Bana mı öyle geliyor? Evet. Ya buradan girdim zaten. Önceden öyle gitmiştim. Şimdi buradan atladığıma göre nereye gideceğim bilmiyorum. Kaçırdığım bir yer olmalı.
Damn town's going to hell in a handbasket.
Nerede lan bu? O ne lan?
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free. So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Sıkma lan.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Oha. Evet. Neredeler lan? Manyak geliyor bak. Ananı sikeyim. Niye ölmüyor lan bu?
Finally, I found what I was looking for.
Yine o
Stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. Dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out.
Spek volümünü düşür.
Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself. Some say I fought unfairly,
Yardık.
but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day.
Zor olar
That
ya.
guard gunned down Billy 3 months later. So his
Speed
escape
var
was
moruk, ne yapayım?
off and on.
AD'ye bastırıp duruyor bana.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh,
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man. I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
Karı mı var?
None.
Hiçbir şey yok.
It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard?
Oğlum bir karı olacak ki korumak için uğraşalım. Benim ama Kızılderili gibi gelmiş orası çocuklar.
Making use of the high ground and whatever else I can.
Ananı sikeyim. Ölmediniz mi lan siz?
And there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboy. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Ölürüm lan ben bunu nasıl yapayım?
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament. I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
Çık şuraya.
And that's when something miraculous happened.
O ne lan?
Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. That Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good,
Atlamayacakmışız.
and he would know. That Masterson once told me it was
Düşüyordum
more
abi.
important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Oo, minigun.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you!
Minigun adamdaymış.
A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till Kingdom Come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Ben bu adamdan nasıl kaçacağım? Gavur tarar gibi tarıyor pezevenk. Gördüm. Hiç durmuyor da tarayıp duruyor sürekli.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Kendimi atmadım, bir tane tek attım ben. Amına koydum oğlum. Ölmüyor da. Oh! Öbürü nerede? Adamı dinamit atıyorum, daha ne yapacağım? Gidemez. Öldü.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Bir bölüm daha oynar sonra kapatırım.
A few weeks after that dust up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Da.
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bright?
Gizli mi gidecektik?
They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But
Ah,
first, I
yo.
need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Aleyküm selam.
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Yetkiyi alınca mı yayına gelesin geldi?
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was. There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. So to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack. Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Skill geliştirelim bakalım. Nereden sıkıyor lan bu? Alın lan.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Nereye gideceğiz lan? Ha. Hoş geldin
Where
Rick.
was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Öbür yola nasıl geçeceğiz? Ananı sikeyim, aşağı düştüm ben.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Şunu da yenelim, kapatacağım. Nerede lan?
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No,
Bu ne
sir.
lan bu?
I
Adam
never
çok
said they
hızlı.
were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Hiç ya, nereye gittin? Ey piç. Ölmüyor lan bu. Nereden sıkıyor? Vallahi ya, tam gavat pezevenk.
Brocious gave me no choice.
Öldü pezevenk.
But
Şükür.
Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
West Turkey mi? Ya rip. Bu ne oğlum, direkt adamla mı kapışacağız?
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you,
Şükür
boy.
vurabildik.
But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Var bitti. Yayını kapatayım da
I was
moruk.
paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill,
Şunu
and
geçsin
realized
be. Bir dahaki yayında buradan devam ederiz. Şunu bitireyim. Man of War Assault 30K'da başlayacağım. SC.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe.
Bir bakalım. Bay bay rip. Bazı saatler ve günler belirleyeceğim. O saat ve günlerde şey olacak. Uzun olacak bundan sonra. Haberinde olsun.